Okay class, today I'm going to walk you guys through how to do the quarter 3 project if you guys have been procrastinating this entire time, or if you simply don't know how to do something. So this is a walkthrough of how to do a PowerPoint if you want to do a PowerPoint. If you want to do a poster, you can go ahead and use some of the things I mentioned in this video to help you guys. But if you're going to do a PowerPoint, the first thing you want to do is make a title. You guys can title this whatever you want. So I'm just gonna title this My Dream Car, and I'm sure many of you guys will be titling it the same thing I am by Mr. Dinh here. Okay, new slide, and for this I'm gonna use the design, let's use this one. And you guys should have a design for your either your PowerPoint or your Google Slides with many pictures, because that's one of the requirements. Okay, so let's go ahead and I'm going to walk you through how to do the equation. So the equation is A is equal to P times 1 plus R divided by N, all to the N-T power. So A is the cost of your car, P is your starting amount, is how much you have saved, R, I am telling everyone it is 4.25%, or which is 0.0425 as a decimal. N is equal to the number times it's compounded, use 12, and T is the number of years to compound enough money. What we want to find out. Okay, so now that we have that through, I'm just gonna create some numbers to input into my in my equation. So A is equal to, let's say I have 7,000. No, let's do some weird number so I know you guys won't copy off what I have. Let's do $4,865. So I'm going to input that as my P. That is my starting amount. So that times 1 plus R is 0.0425 divided by 12. I want everyone to use that, all to the 12t power. And let's say the cost of my car A is, let's say $26,789. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open up Desmos and plug both of these equations in. But I'm going to change one thing. So I'm going to put change A to Y, make sure it's lowercase, and also change T to X. Okay, so with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and open up my Decimals app here. So I'm going to go open it up. So I'm going to bring it over here. So I'm going to go ahead and input that both of those equations into my Decimals app. So I'm going to copy and paste on here, but make sure you're formatting it right. So to get the fraction symbol, you gotta click the dash next to your shift bar. So I gotta put the 12 underneath the fraction. Also, I need to change this. In order to put the exponent, I have to do shift 6. It's that little squiggly line. So when I do that, it brings the number up into the exponent. So that's going to be 12. And again, we don't want to use t, we want to use x. So I'm going to put 12x there. And on the other side, I said change a to y, so I went ahead and did that. And then again, the second equation is this. I'm going to go ahead and copy that, paste it onto my graph, and again, I'm going to change a to y. Okay, so now that I have the two equations here, I need to go ahead and change the window. So I'm going to go ahead and move this over a little bit because my share screen doesn't, it's too large, so you guys won't see some of it. So, alright, so I have it right there. So I'm going to go ahead and click this little wrench thing on the top right hand side. Click it, and I need to change the window because right now the window doesn't quite fit my graph. So I'm going to do 0. I'm going to change the domain 0 to about 30. If 30 is too small, maybe do 60. If 60 is too small, maybe do 100. Okay, so I'm going to put 30. I'm going to, on the y-axis, I'm going to put 0 to a little bit more than what my car costs. So my car costs $26,789. I'm going to put 27,000. Okay, and I have that, but it looks like my graph, my X window is still too small. So you can tell because it cuts off right here. So I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that from 30 to maybe 75. Okay, that seems reasonable. So I'm going to zoom out and fit it into my screen. So this is the graph you guys should have if you do the windows correctly. So I'm going to click the point where they intersect. I'm going to click it twice, and my x value is 40.21. So assuming that this is the interest rate and it's compounding 12 times a year, I'm going to have to wait 41.21 years in order to save up enough money to buy my car. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to make a new slide. I'm going to write it will take me about 40.21 years to accumulate enough money. And that's pretty much it. And I'll show you how to copy this graph onto your PowerPoint. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to press the print screen key right above the insert key on your keyboard. So make sure you have this clicked so it shows up. So I'm going to click it right now, and then I'm going to search up Paint, and I'm pretty sure all computers have the Paint app. So I have my Paint app right here. I'm going to go up here and click Paste, and then this should show up your window. So I'm going to click this rectangle here, click it again, and then I'm going to basically have my mouse on the top left side and then click and drag and include only this window here. So I'm going to do that. Then I'm going to right click, click copy, and then bring it over to my PowerPoint here. So I'm going to just put a new slide here, click on there and Control V, so I paste it on there. I can pretty much shrink it how I want it. So it's pretty much going to be like that. So that's how you put your graph on your PowerPoint. And make sure you guys answer all of the questions on the back of the project sheet. If you lost it, it is on Google Classroom. If you need any help over the weekend, just go ahead and email me. I'll try to get your questions answered as soon as possible. So I hope you guys get a good grade on your project, and good luck.